I've reached my limit. You should quit your job and take care of them. I'll never take care of my parents again.
What?
John, what's the matter with you all of a sudden? It's not sudden at all. I told you before that I can't take care of them by myself anymore. And yet you're my wife and you don't help me with anything. I've already used up this year's paid vacation because of taking care of my parents. I'm at the end of my rope. I've done my best. Now you take care of them.
Wait a minute. That's not what we agreed to. You promised me that we'd each take care of our own parents.
What the hell?
You were the one who said that in the first place. 5 years ago, when my parents suddenly became ill and I needed to take care of them. When I asked you to help me as a married couple, you refused. You said we should take care of each other's parents. You said that just because we're a couple doesn't mean I should rely on you.
Oh, well, no.
That's why I took care of my parents by myself. It was hard for me to go to them every day because they were so far away, but I was so busy with work and taking care of my parents that I only slept 2 hours a day. But I did it all on my own. So now it's your turn.
Shut up. Taking care of my parents is a whole different story. My parents' care is dozens of times more difficult than yours. So all the promises we made back then are invalid.
Huh?
Your parents died soon after that. That's why you only took care of your father for about a year. And your mother died soon after that too. But my parents have it harder than yours. They both have dementia, but they're still alive and well. In my case, I have to take care of them for years to come.
It doesn't matter which one is more difficult. We both take care of each other's parents, that's all.
But my parents are supposed to be your second parents too. You married into my family. That means you should be taking care of my parents.
Do you really think you can be so selfish?
Shut up. Don't you talk back to your husband. I can't take care of them by myself anymore. Quit your job and become a housewife, and take care of my parents for me.
I beg your pardon? You want me to quit my job to take care of your parents? After all, not only will you be forcing me to take care of them, but you're also taking away my job.
I've been a caregiver myself and I know what I'm talking about. It's impossible to balance caregiving and work. And if you include the responsibility of taking care of the house, it's completely impossible. So if you became a housewife and devoted yourself to housework and taking care of my parents, that should solve everything. That way I'll be able to focus on my job.
You know how much I love my job. And you're okay with that as long as you are happy? Why don't you just hire a caregiver? There's a lot of other government services out there too. Maybe they could go to a facility.
What are you talking about? That would just be a waste of money. What's the point of having 2 incomes if they're cut in half by the cost of care? If that's the case, it should be better if you came into a house and did all the housework and care.
Then why don't you quit your job?
Are you stupid? I make more money than you. There's no way I'm quitting the company. Anyway, this is your husband's order. You are to concentrate on housework and taking care of my parents. Go quit your job today.
Long time no speaking. I'm sorry to bother you so suddenly, but I need to talk to you about your parents' care. I was wondering if you could help me take care of them from now on too. Huh? Of course that's impossible. I'm busy with my work and supporting my fave's activities. In general, it's the eldest son's job to take care of his parents and all that kind of trouble, right? Don't depend on me. But John seems to have reached his limits. He even asked me to quit my job. I don't think it's good to take care of someone at the expense of others. So I think the three of us should work together to take care of them. No. That's the time to support as the wife of the eldest son, right? So that my brother and I don't have to be sacrificed. Everything will be fine if you work hard on your own. What? Besides, you've taken care of your own parents. I think it would be better if you, who has experience, took on responsibility by yourself. I can't believe you're throwing everything away on me. Then, can you at least share the cost of care? We'll do as much as we can, but I don't want to quit my job either. I'll rely on nursing care service to some extent, so you'll have to pay for that. What? There's no way I'm going to pay for that. I don't even have enough money saved up because of supporting my fave. I won't take care of my parents and I won't pay for anything either. Oh no. If you just take care of everything, it'll be fine. You're his wife, you should be taking care of them. Well then, please take good care of my parents. Hey Anna, you're a scumbag for taking money from my parents. How can you be such a horrible person when all you do is take the easy way out? What? What on earth are you talking about, Amanda? I didn't take money from your parents. Don't try to hide it. I know everything. You get $2,000 a month from my parents for taking care of them. Oh, that's what you're talking about. We discussed this matter with your parents and decided on the amount of money. I quit my job to take care of them, right? And they agreed to pay me $2,000 a month to take care of them. That's a lot of money. A little allowance is one thing, but $2,000 a month? When I visited my parents for the first time in a long time, I found that they had no symptoms of dementia at all. What do you need to take care of when they're in such good health? Oh, Amanda, you came to visit them? Well, in my own way, I was worried about my parents and you guys. I wanted to see how far the dementia had worsened. And they were just as sweet as ever. And now they need nursing care? And you're receiving $2,000 a month? How is that possible? How can you take money from them when you don't even take care of them? That's not true, Amanda. It just so happens that today their dementia has calmed down, but usually their dementia is quite severe. Huh? It's getting worse by the day. When I take my eyes off them, they wander around the neighborhood on their own. And they yell at me because they don't remember me. And there are two of them. You're not making any sense. I've already told my brother all about you. He didn't know anything about the $2,000 a month you're getting. He was furious, saying he never heard anything about it. No way. They said that if I told John, he would take it away from me or it would be troublesome. So that's why I talked to your parents and kept quiet about the money. On top of having an easy life as a housewife, you're receiving $2,000 a month from my parents. You're no better than a human being. You're a disgusting parasite. Parasite? That's right. You depend on my brother for your daily expenses and your in-laws for your allowance. What you're doing is exactly what a parasite does. And we don't need a wife who is such a piece of shit to our family. You need to divorce my brother right now. What? Divorce? I would have taken care of my parents from the beginning if I could get $2,000 a month. It's a great job because I get to stay home all the time and take care of my healthy parents. I can take time off whenever I want. I can go to all the shows for my fave if I want. But then you'd be out of the picture. Your job as my parents' caregiver, or rather a rip-off wife, will be fired as soon as possible. I'm glad you're taking care of them, Amanda. But why does that have to lead to divorce? It seems like a wife who doesn't take care of her family is a pain in the ass. Oh, did John say that? If you don't take care of them, he wants you to go back to work right away. But at your age, you won't get a good salary even if you go back to work. On the other hand, there's no benefit to supporting a wife who does nothing but housework. If that's the case, he said it would be more profitable to get a divorce. No way. He made me quit my job for his own reasons. And then throw away a housewife who doesn't even earn a living? You two are really underestimating a wife. Stop claiming and get out of here, you parasite. I'll have you and your brother divorced. Thank you. Good luck taking care of them. I'll go sign the divorce papers and serve them right away. By the way, thank you so much. I can't believe you're giving me such a great opportunity. Hey, what the hell is going on? You're about to be divorced. And how can you thank me? Are you out of your mind? Normally, you'd say, I don't want a divorce and I'll give you back the money or something. What? No way. Everyone will be overjoyed. Because I'm going to be free from the hell of being a caregiver. I couldn't be happier. What? The hell of being a caregiver? Taking care of such a healthy father and mother. It's a lot harder than you think, Amanda, but hang in there. A normal day without symptoms of dementia happens only once a month or so. I get asked repeatedly about food every day. I get yelled at unreasonably. And it's a lot of work. Sometimes they even call the police to report a stranger in the house. But do your best. You may have to bow your head a lot around the neighborhood since they wander around a lot, but you have to be patient. What? You have to be there from early in the morning till late at night every day to take care of them. And in between, I went home and did all the daily chores by myself. I get only $2,000 a month with no time off. As for me, it wasn't enough at all. It's really amazing that that's enough for you, Amanda. Wait a minute, Anna. Wandering around, calling the police? Seriously? My parents are doing that? Yes, they do. The dementia is much worse than when John was watching alone. That's why I asked for his help, but he said, I'm making you a housewife, so you should be able to handle that on your own. And he didn't help me at all. I never wanted to be a housewife in the first place. You're kidding, right? Oh, I'm sorry for rambling on and on again. You'd understand better if you actually did it, rather than me telling you things. Well then, I'm divorcing John, so take care of everything after that. Hey, Anna. What's with the divorce papers? I came home from work and found the signed divorce papers in the living room. Amanda told me all about it. You don't need a wife who can't take care of your parents and can't go back to work, right? I'm divorcing you as you wish. You're an idiot for choosing divorce. This is the part where you apologize to me and give me the money you got from my parents. All you had to do was shut up, put the money in my pocket, and apologize to me. I knew you were after the money I was receiving. But I'm sorry, but that money was a legitimate compensation for my care. I have no intention of giving it to you, and I choose to divorce you. That's bullshit. How are you going to take care of my parents if you get divorced? Amanda is going to take care of everything. She said if she gets $2,000 a month, she'll do it. Then who's going to take care of me? Who's going to feed me,
clean my house and do my laundry.
I don't care, asshole. You can do that yourself.
Huh?
You don't even have dementia. You're in perfect health. Then you should at least take care of yourself. Don't depend on your wife for everything. Or perhaps it's you who are a parasite, unable to do anything without your wife.
Huh?
If you divorce me, you wouldn't have anyone to take care of you in your old age. You need to be independent now so that you'll be okay if that happens. Or maybe you can start saving now to pay for institutional care. Well, thank you for everything you've done for me as a married couple. Let's work hard so that we can both have a wonderful retirement. I never heard that caring for someone with dementia is so hard. It's not worth it, even if I get $2,000 a month. I'm the only one who takes care of both my parents 24 hours straight. If you have time to spend on me, why don't you ask your brother for help? Why don't you and your brother cooperate with each other? Even if I wanted help, he's too useless. He says he doesn't want to be responsible for his parents' bathroom and that he can't feed them. I'm the one who has to take care of everything. So why don't you just use a nursing service or put them in a facility? If you and your brother split the cost, it wouldn't be hard to pay for it. Then what's the point of me getting $2,000 a month? I don't want to reduce the amount of money I receive.
What?
So please help me, Anna. You were able to do it all by yourself, weren't you? If you have any simple tips on how to take care of them that we don't know about, please tell us. No tips at the end. Just be patient and hang in there. Oh no. I just thought this would be a great opportunity for me to live at home. I thought living at home would be a piece of cake with $2,000 a month. Yeah, I know. I feel bad for you even though you kicked me out of the house. It's going to be harder than you thought.
Please, seriously help me. If I don't do something, we won't be able to deal with this. I can't even handle the house with all the care I've been giving them. And I'm about to be transferred to a smaller department at work where I won't have to work so much overtime, and I'm going down from there. And my salary is going to be drastically cut. What a nice company to work for. They're going to move you to a different department to take care of your parents. What are you talking about? I've been working hard and steadily raising my salary until today. I've worked hard and worked my way up the ladder, and now I'm stuck here. The only way out of this is for you to come back and take care of them. Huh? Amanda can't afford it either. She's been snapping at me over the slightest things lately. And I want to keep working as hard as I have been. There's no other way but for you to come back. You just got divorced on the spur of the moment anyway, so it must be hard for you too, right? Once you're a housewife, you'll never find a job, so you can get a new job as my wife then.
Sorry, but I'm already back at my old company. Actually, I didn't leave the company back then.
Huh?
I just took a leave of absence to take care of your parents. I went back to work right after the divorce. Of course, I got the same benefits and salary as before. There's no way I'm going to leave my company and get a new job as your wife.
Hey, what the hell's going on? I told you at the time to leave the company, didn't I?
There's no way I'd go along with that. So I talked to the company and they put me on a temporary leave of absence. I told them I'll definitely take care of the nursing care situation in a year.
What?
And thanks to Amanda, I was able to return to work in less than a year. The company's happy and I'm overjoyed. I'm still being treated the same and I'm making a good amount of money. And I'm secure enough to be on my own in my old age. I don't have to go to the trouble of becoming your wife.
Oh no. I'll get a pay cut and my career path will be cut off. It's not fair.
What? Then try to do a perfect job while taking care of your parents. I did that when I was having a hard time taking care of my parents. My efforts paid off and I'm here now. You didn't do anything, and you're not even good at it. Don't complain all the time.
No, that's not true.
If you want to keep your job, you can pay for it or use caregiver services. Don't be silly. You don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, but you want to make things easy for yourself. If you still want to be selfish, then go say that in front of your parents who have dementia.
Anna.
You're talking about the parents who gave birth to you and raised you. If that's the case, do something about it on your own. If you can't do that, pay someone from the outside to handle it. Don't forget that your wife is on the outside too. After that, John and Amanda discussed the matter with each other and decided to place their parent in an institution. However, to their surprise, their parents were vehemently opposed to their admission to the facility, and they are still having to take care of them at home. It would have been easier to persuade them when their dementia was a little less advanced. In a way, they got what they deserved. And after that, John was transferred to a department with no overtime, and his salary went down significantly. Amanda is so tired of caring for her parents that she doesn't even have the energy to do the activities for her faith.